Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melina Landrio, and thank you for sharing space with me today. I'm just going to share a little experience that I had yesterday. I feel it's relevant going into what I'm about to share with you. So today is January the 7th, 2025. I feel like on my last video, I may have said 2024. Anywho, I just thought of that now. Yes, my neurodivergent brain is showing today, as it does most of the time when we're here together. So for those of you who don't know me, this is sometimes an occurrence that you experience with me while you're with me. So just bear with that. Now, I wanted to share with you guys, yesterday I purchased a ticket for a lottery that was drawn yesterday. And we purchased this ticket, I don't know, in September or something. And we dream about what if we win this beautiful prize. And it was a house, this particular prize. It was supporting a children's hospital. And it's just something that we do every year. And then we get to go visit the house, and we just dream about what would it be like to live in this house. And it was just a fun thing for us to do. And I think many of us do this in Ontario who purchase these tickets. I'm from Canada, for those of you who don't know. Anyways, the draw happened yesterday. I'm not sure what time, but before noon or before 1, I don't know, sometime late morning, early afternoon, I started to feel, it must have been the afternoon, because I think they pulled the draw around 12-ish, but I started to feel this. And I'm talking on having empathic abilities that feel deeply. I'm somebody who can do this. I feel a lot of you are like, well, how do you get these messages, or how do you know some of the things you know? How do you get this information, right? Well, it's just something that I've always naturally done. I have a connection with the Most High. I've always had connections with angels and my ancestors. I've always profoundly been connected as a medium since I was born. I've predicted a lot of deaths and births in my life, and I've just had a lot of interesting correlations occur that verify that I have these abilities. And I hid them the majority of my life because they were frowned upon by those in my surroundings, because it just it was difficult, I guess, for them to have somebody like me around. And it doesn't matter. It's not the part of the story that I'm getting into. Anywho, yesterday I started to feel like this depressed kind of feeling, this experience. And like, I live in Canada, and I mean, our economy is not doing very great here. And I think worldwide, we're all struggling quite a bit these days. So this lottery is kind of, I feel, a big deal for many, especially those who have been hit hard by the economy. And I started to feel, because I purchased this ticket, I started to feel this immense state in waves come over me throughout the entire day. It was a really hard day for me yesterday, because I realized this when I spoke to God last night. I was feeling a collective of people who purchased the ticket who were disappointed that they didn't win it. And I'm talking people who were disappointed because their living state, their living day to day is rough. And this is like the dream to own a home, to own property, right? And in Canada, it seems like what we were promised is not going to be coming into fruition for us as our children age, because of the circumstances that Trudeau has placed our economy into. Harsh realities all around for the whole world, right? Anyways, it was really hard, and I wasn't grasping that it wasn't me, because it wasn't me. Of course I was disappointed. It would have been wonderful. It would have been such a blessing to gain a win like that, like to win a home, right? I live in I've been rebuilding my life back up for the last 9 years from a circumstance. It's been very difficult, and but I've been doing it alone. I do have a partner. I have a partner who's been wonderful that I have been building with for, gosh, we've been together 9 years now, but it's like almost 9 years now. But it's like the circumstances that I just keep being dished out into are just exhausting, and they have been, and but I keep pushing through, I keep striving, I keep gaining what it is that I need to make things work. And that's just the way that my spirit is. I don't get knocked down. And if I do, I get back up. It's not something that I allow to defeat me, and I'm not going to be embarrassed or ashamed by anything that I've experienced in my life. Based on the circumstances as I have risen into who I am today, right? It's my life has made me who I am. And I feel like, if you know, right? This is what life is for all of us. But yesterday I was feeling such an extent of disarray. Like, I was feeling people that were suicidal. I was feeling people who were just really depressed and rock bottom. I was feeling people in addictions. I was feeling so many things. And I wasn't computing that that's what was going on with me. So I was having this disconnect in a way to what I was experiencing, is it didn't make sense why I was so depressed about not winning this house, because I wasn't that depressed about it. I mean, yeah, of course, disappointed, but that's not the whole point of why I buy the ticket. I buy the ticket to help the hospital, to help the children, and my circumstances would definitely benefit from that house. And it was fun dreaming about what we would do in that house. But I think the reality is that I'm able to look at it from the aspect of, wow, this house is really beautiful. It would be a gift to win it. And it's also a gift to receive the visual of it, because it gave me understandings of what I want as I move into my future. And that's how I like to dream. I don't know if any of you are like that, but that's just the way that I am, and the way I choose to be with my children, because I think it's a beautiful thing to use your imagination and dream about the things that would make you happy in your life. And I think an instance as a prize like that is a great place to do that, right? But some of us are in really dire circumstances, and some would look at my life and think that there are dire circumstances because of I live in housing, and I have been just trying to rebuild my life since then. And I have graduated multiple spaces of experience in the last decade. I have become accredited in becoming a counselor for drug addictions. I have also spent 7 years of my time dedicating to healing my life in partaking in a shamanic practice by an organization that I paid money to invest in myself to heal my life, because that was the whole splur that they stated about who they were, was you have to want to heal your life to be here. And I invested wholeheartedly in this place to become a shamanic practitioner. And I was really invested, and I loved doing it. It was really great. I enjoyed utilizing my gifts. I enjoyed learning insights and things from all the people there. It wasn't just the teacher that I was learning from. It was everybody. I love to learn from people when I meet people. I think this is really important in life. You learn from the people that hold you up, and you also learn from the people who try to kick you when you're down. And my experience and what Spirit brought to my awareness over the last couple of years, since the end of 2023, was it 23? Anyways, yeah, the whole year and the end of 23, it was brought to my awareness that I was experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare. And I have made videos on this. I have touched on this topic. And, what I wasn't fully grasping was a lot of the discord that I was receiving in the past decade, trying to move up and out of a circumstance. A lot of it was created with spiritual warfare to keep me down. And this is a reality that we all live. I know a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that energy is real, or they'll acknowledge it to a scientific point of view, but when you're learning shamanically, you understand meditation, you understand meditative practices, you understand energy, you understand the ways of developing your understanding and your concept of energy. You learn to walk between the worlds of the upper and the lower worlds, and everybody has gifts that we come with to this earth to help us navigate our life path, right? We all have life paths, and as we move through our life paths, we go through a lot of hardship. And oftentimes when we get hit with hardship, we will go into this victim mentality, or we'll think that what's wrong with me. And the whole point of our life is to shake us up out of that aspect so that we can move more fruitfully in the spaces of life that we're actually supposed to be in. And what was brought to my attention, what Spirit brought to my attention through the ceremonies that I've learned from this organization, was that this organization wasn't holding me in the integrity and the moral standards that I thought that they would be utilizing, or was told that they would be implementing. And because of that, I obviously got very shaken up, to find that there was a lot of people lined up to go against me in regards of my growth. I mean, I don't even know, at that point, I didn't even know the full extent of it. I was just showed what I was showed, and I was really appalled by it. And I know what I was experiencing prior to that made me call to God. And when I called to God, because I was experiencing this discord, this energetic discord, and in this particular program, you learn what energetic discord is in some of the ceremonies, because you're taught how to navigate it and how you experience energetic discord. So anybody who has trained in the platform that I'm speaking of knows exactly what I'm talking about, because they have all been trained to understand and decipher what that discord feels like. And when you're going through that element of that discord over and over again, and you keep utilizing what you're taught is supposed to help it, and it's not helping it, it's weird, right? And I guess me stepping into this place, I maybe didn't quite fully understand that it wasn't holding God in the light that I understood God. So I learned a lesson there, right? Not everybody views God the same way that you might view God. And I understood that the place that I was actually entertaining was one that did not have hold the same values or morals or integrity that I personally hold. And for that reason, and for many other reasons that were really appalling to learn that had occurred, made me decide to completely step away from that space of time. So I deleted and blocked. Well, I don't think I blocked anybody actually from that organization, but I deleted any association that I had that brought me to that organization, and any affiliation that I had with that organization at that time. Because to me, I needed to move forward with integrity in the moral compass that I have. And in my understanding, those that were surrounding me were not holding that same width. And that's fine. That's what it is, right? We learn in life. Now moving forward, for those of you who understand shamanic practices, we earn rocks, bundles, stones as we heal, and we utilize this to cultivate from and move forward. And I've spent thousands of dollars to learn this training to become certified in this particular line of healing work. I was already a Reiki master. I was already trained in many modalities by this point, and this was the one that I really wanted to encourage growth in the depth of my soul, because I felt like there was still an aspect that was needed, and I felt Spirit guided me towards this particular individual, and rightfully they did. We had a contract to sort out this particular teacher and myself. Unfortunately, this teacher did not fulfill their contract the way that they were supposed to, and they went against it, and they went up above and beyond to ensure they went against it full-heartedly. And because of that, I moved away. Now, I had all these beautiful rocks. I don't know if you guys don't know this about me yet. Maybe you're starting to get it, but I have a lot of rocks, and I've had since I was a child, from just walking around picking up a rock to getting a gift from a friend or whatever it was. And in that instance, when I decided to cut ties with that organization, I had to look through my bundles that I had earned, the two bundles that I had earned, but the 3 courses that I took. And I had to really look at my stuff, because I felt like there was some sort of maladaptive entrampment or something to do with negativity in regards to my beautiful rocks, my stones. And so I actually destroyed quite a few of them, because there was bindings, attachments, cords, some sort of tie to this organization through them. And that's something that I understand personally, and anybody who took the course who's starting to see what I was awakened to, they're going to start to illuminate into that as well. That's just something that I can't really tell you how it's going to be, for those of you who are understanding what I'm saying, and are contemplating what the space that I was in 2023. Anywho, all this to say, I had these beautiful stones, and I kept all of them in a ceremonial dish with God and with the angels. Since then, I haven't touched them to work with them. I haven't done any of that work, and I will not be partaking in that organization's work. It's not something that calls to me, and it's not held in my heart. It broke my heart to find that out, because I really loved doing that work. I really enjoyed working with people and helping people heal. I have a rabbit jumping around in its new cage. That's the noise that you're hearing behind me. He has a big wooden mansion now he got for Christmas, and he jumps around it. Anywho, all this to say, I've just let my rocks, my crystals, these stones that I've accumulated, just sit in this area for the past year and a bit. And last night, when I was talking with God about this energy that I was feeling, this big energy that I was feeling from all the people that were associated with the lottery, I realized that my energy, just like your energy, when it entertains something, you become connected to it. It's like you watching my video are connecting with my energy right now. And it is one that you're choosing to do. Just like I chose to take that course. I chose to be in alignment with those people. I chose the things that I chose to ignore, the signs and symbols that I chose to not listen to. And the major lesson that I learned was not listening to myself, and the value of that. And what God was sharing with me today was that it's time for me to share my gifts. And I've been hiding. I've been coming out doing the tarot, which was not really hiding. It was showcasing a part of me that I have hidden much of my life. But it naturally just comes to me. I say things. I know things. I hear things. I see things that most people don't. And I utilize this to try to help people. And this has just been the way that I've always been. Well, today my rocks were upgraded in ceremony. These are rocks that I have had since I was a child. And I destroyed any rock that had an association with that space. However, there was a few that remained, and I didn't realize they remained. But today I learned why they remained. So you noticed maybe the last couple days I posted Rocks Whisper videos. I'm going to start to share the knowledge that I gained from, is it called psychometry? When you touch something and you get a story, I'm able to do that. I have this ability to touch things and understand deeply what's being going on and being said. And God really wants me to illuminate this right now for all of you to get a greater understanding of who I am and my abilities. At least this is what I believe God wants me to do for that reason. So you guys can be the judge of that. Now, I just wanted to address something really quickly. I haven't been responding to some of the comments on my videos requiring or inquiring rather to see me personally for a reading. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing personal one-on-ones. I'm not saying never, but I am being guided to do some group work in the future. But at this time, until I get certain things established in the way that I've been working really hard to gain access to, once these areas get solidified, I'm going to start to showcase a little bit more some of the things that I'm hoping to evolve into with all of you. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue doing my channeled messages with the tarot readings. If those are of interest to you guys, those will still be coming in when God permits me the messages or whatever the occurrence is. Could be mediumship. My house just got really cold, so if you see me shivering or fiddling, it's because I'm cold. Anywho, it was 21:22 a second ago on my timer. So I've been guided to do a special reading for you guys today in regards to the energy expansion that I experienced yesterday. And I'm not sure how this is really going to go, but it's going to be called the Rock Whispers series. So when I have my my messages that come out with my rocks and my crystals, I will just tag them like that, a hashtag like that, so you'll know it's my videos that I'm putting up. They're likely going to be a bit shorter for the most part. Today's is going to be a little longer because I'm sharing a little song and dance for you guys all to get to know a little bit about me and where I'm striving to move into, because God wants me to showcase the healing aspect of what I offer the world. It's crucial that I start to do this. And so as a healer, as a light worker, I am obedient to my one and only God. So I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to flip it around so you can see my new setup, which will probably change in a few weeks because I tend to change it quite a bit. Yeah, and we'll get into this experience, okay? So thanks for sharing space with me. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I mean, it's been something building into this space where I am right now. You know, a lot of interesting understandings of development as I grew into who I am today. And I'm grateful for all of it because I'm just seeing things in such a way that I never really allowed myself to, based on the traumas of my past and the experiences of my past that created this dissonance, this separation of myself to the world. And I'm just happy to be finally embodying just this beautiful, loving experience that I get when I connect with God, or when I connect with the angels, and when I connect with my guides or my ancestors. And I just want to share it with all of you because we all have the capability of connecting. And I think it's important that I share this with you because I didn't have anybody sharing any of this with me. What I had to do was learn from the school of hard knocks how things were. And most of my life I thought I was crazy, and everybody was gladly happy to sit next to me and acknowledge that maybe I am, because they didn't like my gifts. They didn't like what I could do, for whatever purpose, whatever reasoning. That's none of my business. But all of this to say, it's honestly the best venture I've ever had, just expressing myself wholeheartedly from my being. And I'm really excited to share it with you all, and I hope that it helps you in some way, shape, or form. And that was really the whole purpose of me moving forward with the channel. I mean, I had this channel opened up, I think it was 2010, and that's when I became a mom in 2010. And my intention was to, I don't know, start to showcase some videos with hair. I was going to showcase all sorts of stuff that I was doing, but I never ended up getting around to it. Things just kept getting in the way. One thing after another, it seemed. And I all of a sudden had no interest. I forgot about my channel. I started doing other things like my circle work and my healing work. I'm just trying to pull my socks up and get through life the best that I could. And I would have never thought there was people trying to pull me down while I was trying to pull myself back up. But I guess that's just telling, right? And it just really showcased that not everybody's like me and not everybody's like you. So it's important to understand that your vibration and your being, your authenticity, you coming in your authentic self is truly special, and it's really needed. And I have to step up for my children, and I have to move forward in being my authentic self and showcase who I am to the world, or whoever wants to watch me. And I just hope that I somehow make a difference in your lives. And that's the best that I could hope for. I'd be a happy person passing one day when my time comes. I know maybe some would like me to be gone sooner than later, but I think I'm going to be here for a really long time. I have a lot to do here, and I'm really excited to execute it all. And I'm working and have been working really hard to do so. And it's hard work, but it's definitely worth it. I think it's going to be worth it in the long run when I finally am able to share it with all of you. And I feel like when you do anything in life, you should be looking at it from that standpoint. It should bring happiness and peace to your heart to move forward in being who you are here to be. And I'm just trying to be me. I've always just tried to be me. And I found I was never really accepted as me. And even growing up, I used to like dress and change my hair and try to just fit in somewhere. And I never felt like I fit in. But I do now. I don't really care to fit in. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. And that's okay. I'm not meant to. That's okay. I'm one of these people who I enjoy being with myself. I enjoy being with people who are authentic. I enjoy watching my children thrive. I enjoy helping them. I enjoy sharing with them whatever I can to help enrich their lives for the better. Even though I may not have much, financially speaking, as have been rebuilding my life and just been spending all my money on rebuilding my life, they are watching me not give up. And that to me is the most powerful thing I could do for them, is to show them that life may knock them down, but you get up. Anywho, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to go for a water break, and I'm going to adjust my camera so you could see the rock reading that I'm about to do. Okay? So bear with me, okay? Thanks for listening. Okay, guys, thanks for your patience. Well, I guess you're not really experiencing the time frame that I just took, because I paused it. But anywho, so these are some of my crystals that I have been letting just sit in the sun, sit in the moon, sit in cleansing baths that I've created for them, and just allowing spirit to guide me into how to cleanse them. So some of these crystals are going to become very prominent, or may become prominent in our reading. They might not, but they might. And so I have them out for that reason. And here's my large collection of rocks that I didn't know what to do with, that I decided to do this, what is it, Scrabble alphabet game type thing. So I'm just going to grab some rocks that I'm guided to grab. So take a few big handfuls here. I think that's good. I'm just going to place this back. Now, let's just flip these over. So the way this works is I will look for words, but often I hear a word, and then when I hear it, I know that it's going to be in here. There's monitoring. Spirits could be significant for some of you. Now, the whole point of why I am pulling these out is to connect a message regarding the energy that I felt yesterday that was really big. So somebody here, a few of you here, collective of people here, maybe you've been struggling with something big that is really rocking your life, and the energy of it is leading you into these high and low tones, like just these adjustments that you have to go through. And they're hard. They're very difficult to so I have sometimes a rock that has nothing on it, and I utilize this as a filler when there's definitely a word there, but we can't find it or whatever. Anywho, I don't know really what it's for, but I left it in there for purpose, and it'll become illuminated to me when that time comes. Anywho, this is fun. I enjoy reading these. I do feel like my brain doesn't connect them as fast as I'd like. So all the capitals will start a word, a name, something of significance. And all the lowercase obviously fill in the rest, but the capitals can also be utilized throughout the word as well. Okay, so I get vindictive. I just heard vindictive. So vindictive. I might have to look up what some of these words mean, because although I think I know what it means, I may not know the full meaning. And I might just do that just to get a better understanding. So bear with me. Is there an I? J. Oh, here it is. Can you guys see this word? Sorry, I'm not even looking at my camera to see if you guys can see it. Vindictive. And this is the part I find hard doing these readings, is where I have this silent time where I'm looking for things, and it's like it feels, I'm going to use that rock today. I feel like there is an eye here. I have two eyes. There might be another one, but I'm not necessarily seeing it. And I don't want to spend oh, here it is. It's over here. Vindictive. Okay, so the word vindictive. So let's look this up. So when I look up the word vindictive, it is having or showing a strong, unreasoning desire for revenge. The criticism was both vindictive and personalized. Vengeful, out for revenge. So it has to do with someone being vengeful. Someone who holds a grudge, who always tries to get back at people who they think they have wronged them in some way, shape, or form. So it's interesting because I just did a reading that I'm actually uploading as I'm doing this reading. It was talking about that type of behavior as well. So vindictive. So we're going to get the cards and we're going to check them out and see what is, pardon me, what this means. What does this vindictive mean? Make sure they're in the upright. Okay. So clarify vindictive. Please and thank you. Clarify vindictive. Why you want me to know about vindictive in regards to this energy. So we have a Four of Cups here. I'm using my daughter's cards. They're kind of psychedelic, aren't they? Let me see here. So you're indifferent about something. You've seen something enough times that now you're just like, you're not interested anymore. You may be tired. I'm feeling all of a sudden very tired looking at this energy. It feels very exhaustive. And it feels like there is a bit of a separation here. And maybe someone is in resentment. Or maybe you're feeling resentful. What are they feeling resentful about? Clarify. Ooh, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. I heard baby. I heard baby. This would confirm that. So the start of a new birth. So maybe you're birthing something. Maybe you've had a baby. Maybe someone's had a baby. Someone's feeling indifferent about somebody having a baby. Somebody starting something new. Maybe you're, like me, you're starting to put yourself out there, and maybe someone's just not really giving a shit about it, or they're feeling very depressed about your coming up and out of yourself. The Ace of Wands is something about being innovative or inspirational, being optimistic and trusting. It's also about fertility, growth, and creativity. So you're full of new ideas. Maybe there's new emotional outbreaks. Like I just said, there was a huge emotional experience that I felt, collectively speaking, in regards to a space that I put my energy in. And as you know, what I expressed there, maybe this is something you've been feeling. Maybe you're understanding your connection when you place your energy somewhere, what that actually is implying. Maybe you're thinking about starting a business, something that's going to evolve your heart space. Maybe you're working from your heart space, moving forward. You're doing things that you love, that bring you joy and some sort of happiness or peace. That's what this is about. So somebody is feeling very indifferent about your new beginnings. And if you're pregnant, I do sense a pregnancy in the collective. If this is you and you're pregnant, congratulations. Many blessings to you and your family as you move forward. But yeah, 1, 1, and 4 could be significant. Maybe twins is significant. I don't know why I said that. Maybe someone's having twins. Pisces could be significant. Scorpio could be significant. Let's see here. There may also be a Leo significant, an Aries. Pisces comes out twice. Moon energy as well. Anywho, things that are coming out in the cards. I just heard, fuck. Hold on. Sometimes I say swear words or I speak ways that kind of sound weird for me to say because it's not me. It's something I'm channeling. Sometimes I just say it out loud. I realize in my other rock reading, I said something like about a motherfucker or something. That song was in my head while I was doing the rock. So I sing it. Sometimes I sing things out loud. So somebody's vindictive. Somebody's been vindictive to you. They've caused some disruption regarding something that you're creating, cultivating, breeding into existence. And the word fuck just came. Fuck! I heard. So the word fuck just came out. So somebody's pissed is how that felt. So clarify fuck. Oh, again, I'm not putting I'll figure this out, guys. Okay. I really need to get like a big desk to sit at to do this, where I can put the video camera on one end. Page of Swords, strong will, sharp, intelligent, deep insight, persuasive, communication, prudence. So there's some communication about somebody being pissed off. constructive comments. Ooh. Finesse, agility, adaptability, defensive character, plan delayed. So maybe you're getting in the way of someone's plan. Maybe they're defensive. Maybe there's some form of persuasion coming your way in regards to the experience of them being feeling defensive about some sort of plan or about some sort of character. I don't know. It's like contractual. This is intelligence. This is reasoning. So somebody's needing to understand this development here about either their strong will or your strong will, their sharp intelligence or your sharp intelligence. You've got deep insight or they have deep insight. They have to be persuasive in communication or you're persuasive in communication. Whatever this is, somebody's being defensive over something that you're portraying. They're pissed about something. Losing hair could be significant. Clarify this Page of Swords. Whoa. So Page of Swords to the King of Swords. The King of Swords is truth and control. Something fair, self-assertion, authority figure. So maybe someone's trying to come across as strong-willed, sharp intellect, somebody who's persuasive, constructive. They're utilizing certain characteristics that could be powerful to create some sort of reason, some sort of contractual agreement with an authority figure, or with the King of Swords here. But it's not truthful. The Ace of Wands is out in the reverse. It's something's been delayed. And the delayed, what is it? There was a plan delayed. So something has been delayed for sure. So this is about delayed, false starts, failed attempts, the ambition, wasted energy, misconduct, selfishness, impotence, infertility, false hope, poor plan, failure, useless. This is about company that you keep, career, travel, and start. What is going on here? So you've dampened somebody's spirits in regard to something, and they're trying to pull the wool over some authority figure's eyes in regards to you. And they're causing, or you're causing, some sort of delay. Or they're trying to delay some sort of false start for you. Maybe you are creating something. Maybe you're planning something. Maybe you have something in fruition. I spoke about me having something in fruition. Maybe you are somebody who has been working hard on rebuilding your life like me. Maybe you have finally come to a point where something is coming together, and maybe you have people trying to come against you to stop you, and they can't stop you. They're finding out that they can't stop you. They're trying to delay some sort of authority figure, some sort of person of truth to come towards you, or you're this person. Maybe you're the authority figure. They're trying to make you look like you're not. That you're not the truth. The energy is they're trying to delay something, some sort of failed attempt as well. They're wasting their energy. They're selfish. It's all egoic. So they're pissed off about something they're trying to stop for you. Is how that is resonating here. Oh, and I said resonating, and I heard resonance. Resonance. I don't even know if that's the word. I'll have to look that up. Resonance. 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 Did I hear it in French? I don't know. R-E... I don't even know how to spell this word. Resonance. There's probably two S's, I feel. Resonance. Resonance. I know there's an N here. Do 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 do. I have no idea what that is. Resonance. Let's look it up. Okay, so I spelt it wrong. There's one S, so I'll remove that. So resonance. So what I'm getting from this, it's essentially it's a large selective response of an object or system that vibrates in step or phase with an externally applied oscillatory force. Okay, that's one thing that comes up. So when we encounter, as an example, in spiritually, when we encounter ideas that resonate with us spiritually, we are experiencing a profound sense of alignment with the universal truth. So spiritual resonance can evoke feelings of tranquility, joy, and profound insight. It is a feeling of coming home, of remembering who we truly are. And emotionally, it's an understanding that it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. So to have resonance, emotional resonance in personal life is that understanding. Like it's about empathizing or feeling and truly connecting with others. When you resonate with someone emotionally, they can feel seen and they can feel heard and they can feel valued. And I mean, who doesn't want to feel that? And human resonance is, it says a principal resonance of the human body at about, this might be a little bit too technical, 5 hertz consisted of an entire body mode in which the skeleton moved vertically to, okay, anyways, that's too much. It's essentially harmony and or agreement among components. So his beliefs are in consonance with the political party's views. Anywho. So it's a harmony or agreement among components is essentially what resonance means. Okay. And I'm feeling really guided to grab a stone here. And I'm feeling called to grabbing... I feel like I'm going to grab the opalite. I don't know why this one's calling to me. There's a scratch here. Is that a scratch or is that something on it? There's something on it, some sort of fluff. Interesting, because I just washed these today and there's something stuck to this. Something might be stuck on you. Maybe an attachment, some sort of binding, some sort of cord. Something that's causing some form of discord. Maybe some anxiety. I was feeling something in my solar plexus. Maybe you have a bit of a fear about coming out and being your authentic self. Maybe you have a fear about stepping into who you're here to be. Maybe you have a fear about stepping into the truth of something. Resonance is very significant in regards to this stone. Opalite has a very calming energy. And it's really good at aiding in spiritual growth in regards to bringing in balance through anxiety. If you're experiencing a lot of high anxiety, this is associated with the crown and the third eye. And it's also believed to enhance psychic abilities. You may need to, maybe you're a little bit uptight. Maybe you need to breathe more of a childlike energy into your embodiment. Maybe you're looking at things very stiffly. Maybe you're struggling with your faith. I'm being guided to calcite, a yellow calcite stone that I have simultaneously while holding this one. I'm seeing, I don't know if you see this, there's like an X here, like there's like a cross. You can look at it one way, it's a cross, there's waves, or it's an X. Maybe you're feeling disconnected. Maybe you're rejecting. Or you feel like you're being rejected. Some weird scuffs on the stone today that I've not seen before. You wholeheartedly are looking for peace. You've dealt with a lot of disturbance. That's why the attachment came up clear with this one here. And this could be in regards to your crown chakra, in regards to your spiritual gifts moving forward. Maybe you have been ostracized about them like myself. Maybe you have been gaslit to believe that you aren't connecting, or you don't know how to connect, or it's irrelevant what you're doing. You're making somebody feel a certain way because you're expressing the truth of who you are. If this is resonating with you, the message is for you to keep moving forward and keep being you, even though you have this fear. You feel this energy very deeply of somebody coming up against you or coming at you. This could be a multitude of people. It's like you're making waves. Your ripples. It's a ripple effect that's going on. And the ripple effect is not going to be accepted or experienced positively by those who are not willing to do the work like you have. They're going to see you as somebody pulling them down, trying to tear them apart, or interfere with them in some way, shape, or form. And that doesn't matter, because you're not doing that. You're solely trying to be whole in who you are here to be. You're moving forward in a direction that's opposite of what you've experienced, because you've just kept going the route that was hard, and you realize that the route was quite simple. It was just a matter of deconstructing what you were told to be, deconstructed all the understandings and all of the experiences that you've had up to this point to be able to move forward and up and out of the construct that was. A dove could be significant. Peace is very significant. The word virtue just came in my mind. Virtue. I know there's an R here. Virtue. To have virtue. So virtue being somebody that holds an example of virtues that are honest, that are of courage, that are of compassion, that are generous, that are filled with integrity, fairness, self-control, and even prudence. They're developed through learning and through practice. And we're going to pull a card on virtue, please. What do we need to know about virtue? Dissipation, betray, excess, some harmful, addicted, drunken, obesity, sex without love, whining, selfish problems in marriage, infidelity, exploitation. This is a Three of Cups in reverse. Somebody is not celebrating their dissipation. They do not have virtuous ways. They have not had virtuous ways. They have not had virtuous ways, is what this is expressing. And irrelevant, trying to think. I think Pisces could be significant here in this particular card. Just the symbols on the side here. I'm not sure what this one is, though. I'm not sure what this one is. It could be Taurus, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe it's Mercury. Sorry, I'm looking at it upside down. Yeah, Mercury could also be significant. So, anywho, someone's not acting virtuous. They've betrayed you. They are feeling betrayed, or they have betrayed you. I feel like they celebrated on your downfall. They celebrated on your difficulties, and they have been exuding harmful behaviors and drunken or addicted behaviors or activity, maladaptive behaviors that are causing concern or discord. Yeah, that's what this is expressing here. So you might be dealing with someone like that that's causing major energy overflow in your life, or they have major energy overflow in your life, and maybe you're feeling that. And this could be causing you discord in regards to moving forward, in regards to this rejection. Maybe they rejected you in the past, and now moving forward, that maybe traumatized you or tauntified you in a position where maybe you feel moving forward or just trying to get your best foot forward is going to just repeat itself. This is saying this time, because you're being virtuous, because you are being honest, you're being courageous, and you're stepping forward in your integrity, that things are going to work out. Clarify where this is going. Virtue. To have virtue. Interior. Let's see here. Interior. I know there's an N here. I don't enjoy searching for these. I feel like it takes too much time. But I do like the flow of it. I guess I just have to get used to it. This is what they're wanting me to do. There's a reason for it, so it must be significant for you guys to see it this way, but I just have this internal, like, oh my god, this is taking forever. And I just lost that word. Oh, interior. Interior. Thank you. Interior. Okay, so we have the word interior here. Clarify interior. Virtue, interior. Again, the Four of Cups. So someone is feeling, they're in silence. They're feeling down. They're feeling withdrawn, or you are, internally. They're isolating themselves from society. Maybe you're staying in a little bit more than most. Maybe you're trying to remove yourself from these energies, these huge energies that are mounting around you, or maybe this is someone you're dealing with and you're experiencing they're feeling down or distracted. Clarify this some more, please, interior. Four of Cups, interior, virtue. Somebody's restless, endurance, rigidity, perseverance, unexpected situations coming up. Something where you have to trust your intuition. They may be aggressive, decisive action, persuasive, spiritual challenges. They might be internally experienced challenges because they were indifferent about you. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. Quarrel. Someone's having a quarrel. So there's some fighting going on. Did I just put this in the wrong way? Okay. I'm just going to give this a good shuffle here. Somebody's quarreling. There's a quarrel going on. Talk to me about the quarrel, please. Whoa. Over some sort of illusion, some sort of difficult choice that's been made or has to be made. Somebody has random thoughts, wishful thinking, poor concentration, scattered energy, illusions, or inability to cope. They're in uncertainty. They're fighting within themselves. There's some sort of distortion. Clarify further. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about your career and your success, your early stages of achievements, your job-related status, a chance for you to make money and develop. Maybe somebody's competing with you. They're quarreling internally because they have this illusion of who you are. They have a distorted way of thinking. They're thinking very wishful ideas onto you. This could be Capricorn could be related. There could be a Scorpio related. We got Venus energy here. And I think that's Mars energy. The number 7 and 3 could be significant. A life path 7, a life path 3 could be of significant. And somebody's maybe having an internal struggle with who you are, who you're moving into be, who are you trying to become. I'm not going to put that word. I just heard. Oh my God. Sometimes our spirit guides can be very, or our ancestors can be very vocal. I just heard the C word. Okay. I'm not going to spell it, but clarify the C word, the 4-letter C word I just heard. What language? Something about a quarrel. I just heard matters of the heart. Let's clarify this, please. Page of Pentacles. So some sort of news. Good news is coming in. Tell me more. Some sort of good news about materialism. Somebody has rigid thinking. They're not satisfied in their life. They lack effort. They're stuck in some sort of state. They're unwilling to give up the past, and they're excessively no, that doesn't feel like that one's right. Okay, and then we have they're at a disadvantage, passivity, uncertainty, shame, lack of confidence. Shame is really illuminating, so something shameful has occurred. Maybe missed opportunities, and maybe they're having health problems now. Somebody trying to cultivate something moving forward to try to get some form of good news. Cards are jumping. So you're shining. You have a talent and you're shining, and there's something about good news with money. And somebody's waiting to see if you're going to sacrifice yourself in regards to this enlightenment. And something about they're lacking courage, effort, and challenge. But I think the polarity is that you're not. You're fearless, you're courageous, and you are having strength. But they're lacking it, and that's why they're not able to see you, and they're quarreling internally because of this. Yeah. There's a great need for grounding. I'm getting, oh, this stone. Of course, it's this stone. So this is a stone that was gifted to me by somebody. It's interesting, this stone, because the intention that the stone had, that somebody gave me, was that of casting illusions, siphoning energy. So beauty spells could be significant here. Somebody casting some sort of spells to make you look a specific way, to distort your image. And they're messing with your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. Or they're at least attempting to. Wearing a bonnet could be significant. My right ear started to ring as I stated that, so that's highly significant here. Somebody's mulling over you. They're mulling over you, and they're frightened by you standing in your power. It's landed on the sacrifice. They're trying to sacrifice you. But I feel like whoever you are, you rising into who you're here to be. And I just heard a noise. I don't know if you heard that noise. It wasn't my rabbit. It was a confirmation from spirit. It was a knock on a box or something over here. And there's nobody over here. By knocking you out of the park, they believe they are going to rise. But the thing is that they're competing where they don't compete. Like, you may have similar pathways, you may have similar understandings of things, or maybe you offer, like, maybe they're a tarot reader and you're a tarot reader, just as an example. And they believe that their tarot readings are better than yours, and that they're looking at you for whatever reason. They're internally struggling because your messages are coming across a certain way and theirs are coming across differently, or whatever it may be. And instead of looking at the value of what they're offering, they're just focused or hyper focused on what you're offering. And this is causing them a lot of distress because they're not in their reality. They're not in a realistic pathway for themselves. So they're placing, or they believe whatever you're here to do is their mission. They're copying you. They believe whatever you're here to do is for them and only them, and you cannot do this. So you're probably find yourself I just heard drink the Kool-Aid. Drink. Drink. Drink, 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 drink. Drink. Anywho, you have somebody that's they're just going over and over and over. So we got drink and we got Kool-Aid. Somebody's drinking the Kool-Aid. They drink Kool-Aid. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just funny, some of the things that come out. Okay, they want me to pull a card on this. Okay, so drink Kool-Aid. Oh. Okay. So this is the Ten of Cups. So they're in conflict. They're in conflict in their relationships. They're in distress. They're in dissatisfaction, disagreements in the family, frustration, loss of friendship, an empty home. So there's somebody that maybe doesn't have a lot of love in their home. Maybe they're witnessing you with a lot of love in your home. Maybe you were friends with them and now you're no longer friends. So maybe there's been a loss of a friendship, and maybe they're just dissatisfied or in distress. Maybe there's some sort of conflict going on in regards to you and their in a belief that they once had by drinking someone's Kool-Aid. So maybe they listened to somebody that they shouldn't have listened to, and maybe they're coming to that realization. And this is causing like very big ramifications, energetically speaking. All of this, all of whatever you're here to do, all of whatever you're standing in your power to do is causing major shifts or friction with so many people. And this is a huge ripple of energy. And you may have been feeling very low vibrational, or low, maybe feeling like it's you that has been feeling low vibrational. But I'm here to say that it's likely that you're feeling a lot of energy coming in and attacking you and causing you to be at your lowest, because people don't want you to rise into who you're here to be. This is what I'm really getting from this energy that I channeled yesterday in regards to what I shared at the beginning with the ticket and the lottery and just the discord that I went through trying to just better my life and heal my life. And so maybe this is you. Maybe you've been through something where you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to change your trajectory. You're trying to move forward in a different pattern, a different way. And you have all these people just for some reason thinking that you're taking their spotlight. It's kind of funny because I remember in the program that when I would come around people and I would speak about the interests that I have, they always felt threatened. I remember wanting to be trained by a friend for yoga, and they weren't available to do this, and they ended up suggesting a place, which was fine. I was disappointed that I couldn't use my who I thought was my friend at the time. But it's interesting because as soon as I got trained, it was almost like this severing experience occurred between us, where it was almost like there was this like silent competition going on that I wasn't aware of. The feeling of the energy was of that for me, and it didn't make any sense because I was not trying to compete in any way, shape, or form with anybody. I was just trying to do something to better my life and also put me in a position where I can help other people and also help myself. When we are able to stand in our power through the experiences that we have and show that we're willing to do the work, it often expresses, outwards a form of understanding or experience that you may have in common with those who feel called to come to you. And it's just fascinating when you have people coming up against you because they feel threatened or jealous or whatever it is. Again, drinking the Kool-Aid of somebody's like judgments on you or evil, ill will, maladaptive, whatever it is, experiences, gossip, slander, whatever it is, trying to move you out of the way for whatever their goal was. It's just what that reminded me of. I remember when I became a yoga teacher and I started to offer that, and I'm hoping to get back into that as well. I have been working on a lot of things, and it's exciting moving forward in wherever this pathway is going to take me. But I'm in no way looking at other people's pathways in regards to aligning mine. It's like I have a very clear understanding of where I'm to be, where I'm going. And I got this way because I did my work. I went inwards and I reflected and I healed and I let go and I moved forward. And the more I let go, the more constraints let go, the more doors opened for me. And it was very clear, my positioning. And I feel like this is significant for somebody here. It's very clear to you, your positioning. You know what you must do to move forward. And you're at this point where you're just teetering with this maybe what if, or you're feeling so much energy from the exterior sources looking at you, not really quite understanding why or who you are moving forward as. But the thing is that it's none of their damn business, just as what they're doing is none of your damn business. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like people have this idea that they should understand and know what you're doing at all times. But no, you don't really need to share nothing. You could just know the basics of what I share with you. And that's all you need to know. If you're in my pathway, you're in my pathway because you nourish it, because you have benefited me in a positive way, and we have collaborated energies in a positive way. But if you're not in alignment with somebody, it's because it's off. Obviously, it's the opposite. It's not working anymore. And you when you start to step into who you're here to be, you start to see who the real ones are. And you might be shocked, as I was, to find out many of the real ones were just people trying to pull you down. Anyway, I'm going to leave this message here. It's getting a bit long today. I hope this message found you well. I hope it helped you in some way, shape, or form. I wonder what you think of my rock whispers. I can't wait to get into some more of these and get a better flow with them. But regardless, I'm excited. I'm happy that this is what God wants me to share with people. I'm excited about moving forward with some messages in this way. It's nice to shake things up a little bit. Always doing just one thing is kind of boring for someone with a brain like mine. I have to go with the flow of how my energy is working. Some days I don't want to do readings. My brain just can't handle them, and I do other things that my brain can handle those days. And I just try to do what interests me. And maybe this is you. Maybe you're someone like that. And, maybe you feel like you don't quite fit in anywhere, or you haven't quite fit in anywhere you've been in. And there's a reason to that, because you're likely here for something that's going against the grain of what society really wants. And you're on your way. This is telling me that you're on your way. You've been feeling some big stuff, and it's time to just not repress who you are anymore and start to stand out a little bit more. It's time. And then I just heard time and the time. It's done. It's time. It's time. It's time to put people in the time out who don't deserve to be in your life, or don't deserve to celebrate certain parts of your life. It was very clear to me, and it was really shocking to see who. But I'm very grateful for the understanding of it all. And most of all, I'm very grateful for the teachings of what I learned in it all. It made a lot of clarity in my upbringing in regards to my family and not being accepted, and just all the discord that I experienced. A lot of clarity came in when people chose to be the way they chose to be. And that's it. We make choices. I could choose to shut up about my experiences and what I have paid money for to better myself, because I feel like I don't want to maybe hurt others. But I have a right to express my story, and the way people express or enter in and entertain my story, my life, And I feel like the disservice with me being silent in my experience is not okay. Because it's not. We all have pathways and choices that we make. We all have stories that we create. And it's a matter of how we implement them as we move forward. The truth is always the truth. It always rises. You can't hide from it, no matter how hard you try. Anywho, thank you for sharing space today, guys. Until next time, take care.